I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning and welcome to today's WHHM morning show. Today's Tuesday, January 20th, and it's May Day. I'm Brooke Simons.
I'm Eva Mominier.
And I'm Mackenzie Stern. Any students interested in joining the Junior Interact Club should attend a meeting in the cafeteria at 2:35 on Wednesday, January 21st. The meeting should be over by 3:35. See Mr. Fitzgerald for more information.
Tonight is the final home game of the Stingrays basketball season before playoffs begin next week. They host Ladies Island at 5 o'clock, and student tickets are only $4. Go Stingrays!
Anyone interested in spring sports is reminded that you must have a physical on file with the athletic department before tryouts. Tryouts for spring sports are the week of February 2nd, so you only have a few weeks left to get your physical.
Today's island weather forecast calls for sunny skies with high temperatures around 60 degrees. Tomorrow, expect more sun and high temperatures around 62 degrees. Enjoy today's show! Yay! Mackenzie, stop doing the job.
We clawed, we chained our hearts in vain. We jumped, never asking why. We kissed, I fell under your spell of love no one could deny. Don't you ever say I just walked away. I will always want you. I can't live a lie, running for my life. I will always want you. I came in like a wrecking ball. I never hit so hard in love. All I wanted was to break your walls. All you ever did was wreck me. Yeah, you wrecked me. I put you high up in the sky, and now you're not coming down. It slowly turned, you let me burn, and now we're ashes on the ground. Don't you ever say I just walked away. I will always want you. I can't live a lie, running for my life. I will always want you. I came in like a wrecking ball.
Green Sally up, Green Sally down. Last done start, gotta tell the ground. Green Sally up, Green Sally down. Last done start, gotta tell the ground.
If you can accept it, you will leave those state troopers glutted with their own barbarity. If you can accept it, you will do something that will transform conditions here in Alabama.
Sally up, Green Sally down. Last done start, gotta tell the ground.
So I'm not worried this afternoon, however dark it may be. This nation will rise up, live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal. That is another part of that great statement, yet that scaffold sways the future. It's the strong who can stand up amid opposition, who can stand up amid violence being inflicted upon him and not retaliate with violence. I will not rest until we are able to make this kind of witness in this city so that the power structure downtown will have to say, we can't stop this movement, and the only way to deal with it is to give these people what we owe them and what their God-given rights and their constitutional rights demand.
Oh, Miss Lucy dead and gone, left me here to weep and moan.
Abused and scorned though we may be, our destiny is tied up with the destiny of America.
The violence that Birmingham represented, people knew could easily be turned and focused on King as a representative of the movement. So he was dealing with a decision that had to do with his own life.
I would hope that the FBI would come out and say something that I think is much more significant, and that is that it is amazing that so few Negroes have turned to communism in the light of that desperate plight. I think it is one of the amazing developments of the 20th century, how loyal the Negro has remained to America in spite of his long night of oppression and discrimination.
This Civil Rights Act is a challenge to all of us to go to work in our communities and our states, in our homes and in our hearts, to eliminate the last vestiges of injustice in our beloved country.
As we walked into the White House that day, into the East Room, we were just thinking, you know, this day will fulfill the aspirations of millions of our people over more than 100 years who had longed that one day the government would say, it's not right, stop it. So it was a watershed moment. And every time I look at that picture of the smile on Dr. King's face and the amazement in my own thoughts of being there, it was a great day.
We've got some difficult days ahead, but it really doesn't matter with me now because I've been to the mountaintop. I don't mind. Like anybody, I would like to live a long life. Longevity has its place, but I'm not concerned about that now. I just want to do God's will, and He's allowed me to go up to the mountain, and I've looked over and I've seen the promised land. I may not get there with you, but I want you to know tonight that we as a people will get to the promised land. So I'm happy tonight. I'm not worried about anything. I'm not fearing any man. Mine eyes have seen the glory of the coming of the Lord.